Hello and welcome to another update of my model railroad build here in Las Vegas. The first thing we have today is that I have this tunnel portal here that I built. And then if you take the train along for the ride to the other end, we have another tunnel portal, a double, on this end. This one is modeled after the tunnel right underneath the Loreley overlook on the Rhine River. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm still waiting for some trees that have not arrived, so I can decorate a little more. But overall, this is something I'm very happy with. Another new thing is this new control panel that I just installed with my first switch, which is for the tunnel illumination. So that's this tunnel here, as well as this tunnel have lights inside. I have added a 12-volt power supply here, as well as a fuse box with 1 amp fuses, and circuit 1 is both these tunnel illumination projects, which have 4 fairy LEDs in series on each side with a resistor, and they pretty much operate off 12 volts prior to the resistor. I'm checking out how much space there is between what's going to be the wall here and the cars, because I would like to make a 2-lane road on between the wall and the rail track. So that's my next project here, as well as this bridge, which I'm going to have to cut out. Now, as the train passes this window here, right across the cul-de-sac from me is my neighbor's house. That's Steve. And what is probably unheard of in today's world is that Steve is a model railroader as well. So I don't know what the chances are of 2 immediate neighbors both being railroad modelers, but even being in Vegas, the odds have to be very, very slim. I have lived here for just about 4 years, I think, this month. And when I bought the house, the gentleman I bought it from told me pretty much that my neighbors to the left, he was quiet, but a good guy. And he told me the same thing about the neighbor across the street, that, you know, they'll help you out and everything, but both of them kind of keep to themselves. So for the first 3 years, other than, you know, the occasional wave out of the window of the car, we didn't really interact. Then about a year ago, I got one of his Amazon packages, and after an awkward meeting where he thought I am the Amazon delivery guy, I noticed that he was wearing a polo shirt with some sort of a railroad emblem or patch on it, and we started talking, and lo and behold, we have 2 model railroaders on the same street in Las Vegas, and since we're on the cul-de-sac, we're pretty much each other's immediate neighbor, and like I said, the odds of that have to be pretty darn slim. This, by the way, is an ESC locomotive. Very nicely detailed. Now, Steve's house was the first one built in this community here. He didn't even seat a lot, from what I remember he told me, before it was built. And so after he had it built, he had a whole crawl area space of it dug out so that he can add 2 rooms to house his model railroad. The first one is from his neighborhood where he grew up on Long Island. And the second one is a Las Vegas / desert themed layout in the room next to it.
He still is in business. The City Skyline, cityprints.com, I think. So I said his maximum size was 8 feet. So I said, well, I've got this train layout, and it's in Queens, in Long Island City, in Astoria, where I grew up, and it overlooks the Manhattan skyline around Midtown, around 42nd Street. And that's 34th Street with the Empire State Building, 42nd Street where the Chrysler Building is, and of course the UN is near that. So he had a print. He had this print. He said, but I only have it at 8 feet. I said, well, I need it in 12 because give me more light. Because the train layout is wider. So he did a special run for me. I know they're all crooked, I know, the kids, and he charged me $1,500. But he gave me a 12-foot mural, and then I built the frame around it. Yeah. Those strap hangers are actually originals from the subway in 1930. I bought them on eBay, all rusted. I sandblasted them, painted them the original color, and the handles are porcelain. They were all worn down to the metal. I bought some porcelain refinisher, like you redo a sink, and I refinished them to make them look good, and I just for effect.
Those were the ones you would just hang on to while you're standing.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're hanging on the train. Yeah.
Here, right here. Here's a picture. You can see.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they're spring loaded. So
Yeah.
They're spring loaded, correct.
Okay.
And actually, those strap handles come off of the those green subway cars that are back there by Shingling. So I'm gonna just this layout doesn't do much by way of operating trains. It's more of a showpiece.
You don't have a loop anywhere.
No, there's no loop, so I really can't do too much with it. Right now, I'm having a signal problem. I think the batteries in here are low.
Well, do the big layout.
Yeah, I'll do the big layout. I just want to see if I can get this going.
Because I know that works.
Oh, that works, yeah. I don't run this much because it's more for different sounds.
207th Street, Washington Heights.
Yeah.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Yeah, okay.
Is this the one you said that they did a video about? Or
No, the main one.
Okay.
So that's kind of where, this doesn't do much other than just go back and forth, And like I said, I grew up a few blocks from this station. My best friend who I talked to was there, grew up close to that station, so I did it in his honor. In real life, there are actually 7 station stops between this station and this station, Queensboro Plaza, and then the train goes under the river and into Manhattan. Okay.
His layout's been featured in Classic Toy Train magazine as well as one other publication, I believe, and it was named What Happens in Vegas. As these pictures and the video show, I'll let them speak for themselves. It is a very, very impressive layout, and he has trains up on the wall and everything as well as many other authentic railroad memorabilia that he has around the room.
getting it out of range, that usually means the batteries are really bad. I need 4 AAAs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apologize.
So is this finished?
Yeah.
I'm finished?
I mean, I can't, at this point with the kids, I can't.
So how long did any idea how long the stroke can start to finish?
About 2.5, 3 years.
Since it is all O-gauge, mostly MTH and some Lionel, it doesn't have much in common with what I'm doing across the street here, but nevertheless his layout is absolutely amazing in its detail and what it has on there that is animated and moving. The theme park at the back, some of those pieces are custom made. Steve is a frequent visitor to the train show in York. I believe he goes there, coronavirus notwithstanding, every year. And what he has done here, that backdrop right there is of the Red Rock Valley behind us. And finally we have the Las Vegas Strip in the 1950s. So thank you for watching. This was a little different from normal, but I think it was better than my probably usual videos. So have a good day, and until next time, bye-bye. And this is the first time I'm saying this. If you like my videos, please subscribe and hit like. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.